Hello, snowboarders of the internet. We're your hosts, Kevin Hubb and Avery Lefebvre, and this is the 2020 Product Preview Podcast. We're going to be doing things a little different. We're going to be talking all hard goods, all for 2020 in this podcast. If you are watching us on YouTube, we will have segments for every brand. If you are listening to us, we will mention the page catalogs to one of the links that we will have down below that has all the digital catalogs on this. We are going to try to make this as easy as possible to get you guys as hyped as possible on the new product. Kevin, do you have anything to say?
Nothing specific, just excited to get into this. There was shockingly a lot of new stuff out there, almost to a frustrating degree, because when there's a lot of new stuff, it means we have a shit ton of stuff to ride.
This is very true.
Yeah, so
there's a lot of stuff to ride.
A lot of new stuff out there this year.
Yes. For those of you that are going to inquire about the product reviews, we are doing them. We will be dropping all of them after the summer so as to not affect this current season's sales, because people will get hyped on the next year's graphic or the new.
And then wait.
And not buy stuff. So if you are hoping that we will be dropping reviews as we go, I'm sorry. If you are a member of Angry Snowboarder VIP, you will get access to early written reviews, but not the videos.
Yeah.
So for those of you that are members of Angrysnowboarder.vip, congratulations. For those of you that aren't, you should probably join.
Yeah, and we will still have a few reviews coming out here and there of stuff that either isn't changing for next year, we just haven't gotten a review out of it this year, or just some stuff that came out this year that we just haven't quite gotten to. There's a few things that I've still got on review that we just got to get written up and get a video going. But so there's a few more reviews coming, so we're not just going to be review-less for the next couple months, but yeah, all the 2020 stuff, all the new stuff, we're going to be waiting on that just to not kill my livelihood.
Well, yes, Kevin still works for the man.
Yep, still sells snowboards for a living.
Still sells snowboarding in a real brick and mortar shop.
Yeah,
which is weird.
It's just
very weird. Mm-hmm. But from here on out, we will be diving into boards, boots, bindings, and women's stuff, which
we are going to be talking about women's stuff.
Which is something that we haven't previously done in the past, but I've always regretted that, so we're going to try to push more into that. And believe me, this is a big year, but before we get into all this, one big question for you, Kevin. You went to SIA. What were your thoughts this year?
Oh, it was a shit show. It was a disaster. There were brands that I knew were there that I literally couldn't find or never saw. The organization was terrible. Like, combining this with OR, like, OR has no concept of how to organize the floor between ski and snowboard. Like, for the most part, everything was just mixed together. There was a few brands here and there that were in a consistent spot. DC is one that comes to mind. I think they were pretty much in the same spot as they were last year. But like, Faction Skis was sandwiched in between, I think, Capita and who was it? Someone else. They were sandwiched in between two snowboard brands. Like, it's just the organization. Like, I never really figured out my way around because nothing seemed to be in an organized spot. Like, it just didn't make any sense. So I'm not really pumped on it at all. The only cool thing is that they arranged for a line of food trucks right outside the convention center this year. So it made getting food way easier. And it was good food because, food trucks are dope.
And it probably didn't cost an arm and a leg like in the convention center.
No, it was about as much.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So they raised their prices
Yes, they did.
Wow.
I still paid like $20 for a burger, fries, and a Coke.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
So did I make the right choice by not going to the trade show and just going to the On Snow?
Absolutely. I mean, we also had a bunch of major brands that weren't there. Like, this is the third or fourth year that Burton wasn't there.
Fourth year with Burton. Mervyn wasn't there this year.
Mervyn was not there this year. Nope. So the guys running around in their onesies or, banana suits, they weren't there. Matt was there. I got a chance to pull him aside for a second, so thanks, Matt, for that. He was with POW, with one of his other brands, glove brand. But, yeah, I mean, that's a pretty major brand to not show up.
Yeah, those are two big ones right there. I do not regret my decision for not going. It was the general consensus that I seemed to get from most people was that it was a shit show.
Yep.
That it really didn't help their business, and that it seemed rushed. There was only about 2 different companies that I talked to that said that it was actually good for business this year for them, which I was stoked to hear that was good because that's the point of the trade show.
Right.
Personally, The other thing was the amount of media I heard this year was a lot less.
I didn't really see much rolling around. Like normally, I'm constantly running into people setting up tripods and shit, and this year, no.
I thought it was funny. Thursday during the trade show, I got a text from Corey from Arcade Magazine in Utah, and he's like, "How's the trade show going?" I was like, "I don't fucking know. I'm riding park." And he's like, "You're not at the trade show?" I was like, "Fuck no, I'm snowboarding, dude. I don't give a fuck."
Yeah, seriously. Oh, and the back entrance, there was nobody back there to check badges.
Oh,
like
really?
when we came back in from lunch, there was nobody back there to even like we walked in
Did
like
it turn
with
into a
badges.
free-for-all of
No,
people
it
looking for free
didn't.
stuff?
No, it didn't. But or at least the day that I was there, it didn't. And maybe it was just for a half hour, or I don't know. Maybe it was just right when we were there. But yeah, like we got all the way upstairs and we got like to the doors and there was nobody there. And we just kind of walked in and we were like, "Did anybody see somebody checking badges?" And nope, there's just nobody checking badges back there.
It's okay.
Yeah, and then the other thing that I forgot to mention, there's a lot of brands. Like everybody's booths were smaller for the most part. Capita and Union were one of the few that didn't change their size. K2 snowboards and skis combined their booths. That's the first time I've seen them do that. Usually they're separated by a whole aisle.
Yeah, or else they're back to back, but one's facing one way and one's facing the other.
Right. They were literally in the
How
same
big was
booth.
the Oakley booth?
It was still massive.
Okay.
Yeah, Oakley was still massive. There's a few other brands that were still massive, but it was just like they ended up filled the convention center like they did the last year. But I mean, it was filled with a bunch of stuff that like just outdoor brands,
yeah,
or even just brands in general. Like
how many food brands were there for like?
There was a little more than normal, but I wouldn't say drastically more.
Here's the bigger question: how much stuff was down in the asshole?
There's a lot down there. Element was there.
Like skateboards?
Yeah, but like not with skateboards. We didn't actually go over there, but like I saw them there, which was weird.
That's weird.
Yeah, like why would they be at Winter OR? Summer, I guess, but it's also a skate brand. Like what are they doing at OR?
Yeah, right.
That's not
that makes
the skate scene.
No freaking sense.
Yeah, so I don't know. I kind of had to go. I guess I didn't have to go. Stranahan's whiskey was there. I got a whiskey sample. That was great.
I probably would have started drinking again to cope with how bad it was.
It was not good.
Be like, where's Averin? He's drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to kill himself slowly.
Yeah.
So.
Anyways.
Yeah. Let's.
Not great.
Not worth it. So trade shows are pointless.
Yeah.
I also heard that they raised the prices on everything for everyone. When they said
that's my guess as to why everybody's booths were so much smaller. It was because the pricing went up.
Well, that's what happens when you go from a not-for-profit for a for-profit in there. I don't know. Emerald Exhibitions or whatever the fuck they're called that puts this on is I think they're just trying to get as much money as possible.
Mm-hmm.
It was also weird. The On Snow seemed a lot more mellow this year.
Oh, it was way mellower, and that was something that I was actually looking forward to because they were, instead of bringing all of the trade show up to Copper, they split it up and sent people back basically to their home regions.
Yeah,
and they were going to do more regional demos instead of just the one big giant SAO demo. So we didn't have nearly as much of the SA rental. The guys that fly rods in Florida and come up to On Snow just to get a free rental and basically a free ski vacation. We didn't have that. It didn't seem like it. And like anytime I went to go grab something, they had it.
Yeah. Like
I've never really had that at SAA before, where I wanted to go ride something and I had to go back multiple times before I could get it. Like there was one board I think, and I took something else out that I needed to ride, and by the time I came back, they had just set it aside for me, and that was it. So it was super easy.
Yeah, this was the first year that everyone was pleading with me to ride stuff, and I was like, no, I'm fucking wandering around. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
It was great. Day 2, I didn't even snowboard.
Yeah.
I put boots on, and I walked around. I didn't tighten them, though.
Yeah.
And I talked to people. It was great. I was feeling exceptionally lazy. It was fucking amazing.
I rode a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I rode a lot of stiff camber. I was very tired.
That's a big thing for next year.
Way more camber.
Way more camber.
Yeah, a lot of the new stuff is a lot of camber.
The big stories that I'm seeing: more camber.
Yep.
More sizes.
Yep.
More lighter weight materials.
Yep.
That's a big one. A lot of lightweight materials, and the other thing is more like asymmetrical lacing options.
We're finally starting to see that. Yep. Which kind of at the beginning of the year, I think we talked about that when I brought up during boot month, I think, because I did top 5 boot techs, and one of the things that I said was Ace and Lacing. I want to see more of it. So
yeah, so
I'm
we're
happy to see
seeing
that.
more of that. It just blows my mind how much everything's going to lighter weight this, lighter weight that.
Yeah.
A lot of redesigns of classic boards too, just new shapes, new
Mhm.
sizes. I don't know. I've got like 7 or 8 pages of notes.
Yep.
I guess I have to edit that out.
Nah.
Maybe. But let's just dive into this and we'll go from there.
Yeah.